Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, many people were waiting for Raila Odinga to come and speak. And indeed, if Raila could have not said what he said yesterday, then he was going to disgruntle so many people, especially his supporters. We have the people who voted for Raila Odinga who are not happy on how Ruto is running this country. We have those who voted for William Ruto and they are not happy on how Ruto is running this country. So all of these people were waiting for just one word from Raila Odinga: mass action. Raila came because Ruto had not responded to all the issues he had raised out. He decided to say that mass action start now. That was yesterday. So it means from yesterday, Raila declared mass action. There is a period of 10 days. After that 10 days, on the 20th day, then Raila is going to call for the procession, super massive procession in Nairobi. What Ruto should be asking himself is, this procession will be heading to where? And why that procession? Will he manage it? But then Professor Mutahi Ngunyi has come out with the advice or a notice to both William Ruto and Raila Odinga, but largely he's addressing William Samoei Ruto. If you go through his tweet, number one, he's talking about politics and he's addressing Ruto. Number two, leadership, again addressing Ruto, then Raila Odinga. And number three, the position of church in Kenyan politics. Three things. So let us go through it. Then from there, we are going to analyze this tweet. Dear Ruto, what country need now is leadership, not politics. Leadership from you and leadership from Baba Man. You have half the country. He has half the country. Be the big man. And the M-Pesa bishops will not give you this counsel. That's Mutahi Ngunyi addressing William Samoei Ruto. What does Mutahi Ngunyi mean here? That is what we want to analyze. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel subscribers. I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Mutahi Ngunyi is talking about stopping politics and providing leadership. The truth of the matter is that from the time Raila Odinga pointed out issues that is touching on a common mwananchi to do with the high cost of living, Ruto, instead of dealing with this issue to make life affordable, he decided to respond to Raila Odinga through politic. He was politicking. He will go to a political podium or go to launch a project, then he will use it to earn Raila Odinga without necessarily caring about those people who are suffering. So Ruto, in his own thinking, he thought that by politicking, it will be the only way to deal with Raila Odinga. But he never thought that Raila will call for mass action. Look on how he's dealing with the issue of IBC. Instead, he's politicking. He don't listen to anyone. Now, Raila has called for mass action. If Ruto will answer Raila Odinga through politicking, it means he's not offering leadership. Instead, Ruto will be just calling for the real mass action that Raila is going to have. Remember, procession is coming. So the more he continues to politic, the more he boils more pressure towards those who support Raila Odinga to even come out in their numbers, because they are angry and hungry, to protest. In fact, he will be whipping the emotion of many people in this country to support Raila Odinga ideas. That's why Mutahi Ngunyi is telling him, stop politicking. And Ruto should be asking himself one question. How did he earn the name Zakayo? The reason is that Ruto has been overtaxing Kenyans, adding taxes after taxes, and of course removing subsidy where it was to cushion the people who are at the bottom of life there, the poor of the poorest. That's how he earned this name. He should be asking himself, why Zakayo? And today people are saying Zakayo must go. They are now even tired of this Zakayo. They just want him to go. Number two, Mutahi Ngunyi has talked about being the big man. Being the big man means that Ruto is holding to the instruments of power. Ruto has all the tools of power. He holds to power. He has the intelligence. He has the army. He has the police. He has the sources of revenue and everything. That's why Mutahi Ngunyi is telling him, be the big man. The truth is that Ruto has forgot that he is the president. He still wants to behave like when he was the deputy president. He has never got out of that deputy president. He is still more of a deputy president, but not the president. So, he has failed to offer leadership that is needed as a president. In every angle, you see Ruto go on how he formed this government, largely a Kikuyu Kalenjin. He has forgotten that Kenya is a country with more than 47 tribes. So he has been playing that politics in that way. The only person who needs to blink first to offer leadership is William Samoei Ruto. But Raila will push for the agenda to support Kenyans through those mass action. So it is William Samoei Ruto to see a sense in what Raila Odinga is doing, then call for a dialogue. To sort out these problems, it will be through dialogue, if need be. But that dialogue, Raila is saying that dialogue will be about fixing IBC, it will be about fixing the high cost of living, it will be about opening servers. So let him prepare for that. Otherwise, the moment he will not discover that he is a leader who is holding to the instrument of power, then according to politics, that mass action will turn into a revolution, which means it will be there to kick him from office. It might prolong. It might take months, year, and above. It is going to destabilize him. He will not govern. He will not collect resources. He cannot run the country. That's why Mutahi Ngunyi is telling him, be the big man. The moment he assumes this, the country will reach a level where revolution will take the center stage and he cannot govern. He cannot manage. It will be out of his hands. He cannot hold in any way to give a direction or a directive in whichever manner. And number three, which is the last one, and very, very, very important, those people, Mutahi Ngunyi is referring to as the M-Pesa bishops. The question is, where has been these bishops from the time Raila Odinga called for cost of living, IBC, and servers? What kind of advice did these bishops offered to William Samoei Ruto? The reason why Mutahi Ngunyi is saying that those bishops are not going to help, it is because right now, if you ask anyone who support Raila Odinga about having a dialogue through the church, these people, when they see someone like Ole Sapit, Bishop Ole Sapit, they see a William Ruto man. They don't see the bishop who need to offer leadership and guidance to the government. And so to the evangelical bishops. every time they come out, they come like they are protecting Ruto, they want to campaign for him, they make him to look like their man. So these people cannot offer solution in this country when it will come to even having a dialogue or playing a center stage of bringing unity. They have already drawn a line. They are with Ruto. They are not with Kenyans. They are not where the church need to be. So they are already one-sided. They cannot play the arbitral role. Never. So Ruto should forget about the bishops. Their prayers, their advice cannot help. And even those who support Raila Odinga cannot sit down with these bishops because already they misbehaved from the word go. That is the advice or notice Mutahi Ngunyi is sending to Ruto. This is unsolicited advice to William Samoei Ruto. The quick he take it, better. The more you assume it, then you should prepare for the worst. Mass action will turn into a revolution, and revolution means kicking someone out of power and then bringing in new leadership.